World War II, and these kids had to go to this house, and that's where the lady was like hunting everything. So she was killing the kids.
Oh
basically.
man.
Yeah.
Who stayed alive at the end?
I think like one boy.
Oh man.
The adults of course lived, but there was a guy. There was a little boy that lived too. That was it.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Saw. I had a movie and it was in the theater.
All right. Tell me what's the scariest movie you've seen?
This good. Y'all seen The Exorcist?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't like that movie.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. That's definitely like top 5 horror movies ever made.
That's bad.
Yeah. What's that movie about? Like, it's a girl that gets possessed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How do they try to save her? Like, what's the solution?
They had bring in a preacher. It was 2 preachers, and they just prayed.
They prayed really hard.
Basically.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Well, I remember when I was in middle school, I snuck in to see this one movie, and that's probably why I've never seen scary movies again. This movie was called. It was called One Missed Call. All right, and this movie, I don't know if you remember it, but this movie was a curse, right? And the curse would go around town, and you would get a phone call from the killer, and
That's basically
the
Stranger.
killer, and the killer would tell you like
When you would die.
and sometimes it would just be a weird sound on the phone, and like you would die. Like within the next scene, you would die. So what people started doing though was all you had to do is just take out the battery and you're good. So she took out the battery and she left her phone on the table. She goes to get something from the kitchen, and in the kitchen she can hear the ringtone from her phone, and it wasn't her ringtone. It's the ringtone that the demon creates. Which everybody after that movie had that ringtone in school. So my boys would play it in class, and like all the girls would be like, "Oh my god, I can't be in there right now."
Oh my god.
And I was one of those girls. I mean, I was just like, "Yo, so whoever has that needs to turn it off right now." Like, I stuck into that movie. I will never sneak into a horror movie ever again after that movie because it traumatized me. There's a really terrible scene where like they're checking the people of the door, right? And like the eyeball is like looking through the hole, and then on the other side is just a long needle, and the guy just shoves it through the hole and right into the eye. Sound effects and everything. Anyone seen Final Destination?
Yeah.
There's a new Saw coming out.
Oh yeah.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw's probably not gonna be good.
You don't think it's gonna be good?
I want to see it a lot.
You think so? It's gonna be about him, right?
No, it's gonna be more funny than scary.
You think?
Yeah.
What's up, Gabe?
I'm actually interested in seeing that movie. I hope it's good because I want to know how Jigsaw came back to life and how it'll resume in the legacy of Jigsaw.
Oh, so at the end of Jigsaw 1, he dies?
Nah,
So why do they think Jigsaw is dead? Like,
because his body was dead. But the thing is, I don't know how he's gonna come back because in the trailer it actually shows that his coffin is empty. I don't know how he came back to life, but
that's crazy.
it's a
Put
mystery.
bullet in his head.
I can't. You guys remember any scenes from that movie of like the games that they had to play? Like there was one that they made fun of in Scary Movie 3 with Shaq, right?
Yeah.
So in Saw 3, they're locked in a room. It's 2 people, and one guy's got his leg chained right to the wall, and the key is on the other side of the room. And in order for him to get to the other side of the room, what's he got to do? He's got to cut off his leg. So. I mean, I didn't even watch the rest of that. Like, I know once I saw that, I'm like, I'm out, yo.
I made the mistake of watching Saw 1 when I was like 4 on my mom's, had those iPods back then. Yeah, nightmares.
Bro. Who thinks of those? What's up, Gabe?
Gabe.
I'm sorry, Justin. Gabe's sitting next to
Thank
me.
you.
What's up, Justin?
It's one of the dumbest things from one of the Saws. Like, the girl's drunk and there's the key, but you could go through the middle and get the key easily. And then she went through the side, and the blades, like if you went in, the blades won't cut you, but if you're trying to go out, it'll cut you.
Wow.
And by the end of it, she killed herself by accident. It's hilarious. Like, she was drunk, but it's stupid at the same time.
All right, well, we got a celebrity. Yo, Connie, one of the mentors here, he's going to come in and give us his favorite. I mean, his scariest movie that he's ever seen.
What's up, guys? So,
Cameo right here.
I don't really watch scary movies because man, I get so scared of them. But I do have a funny story. I have funny stories, but I also have a really scary movie. So, I think the scariest movie I've seen to this date is Insidious.
Oh my god, that movie.
That's the
is so
scariest movie I've ever seen. And another scary movie is Darkness Falls. You guys don't know about
I
that?
heard of that one, but I
No,
haven't
it's like a tooth fairy who gets like your teeth, and then she kills you, bro. If you look at her, it's the scariest thing. But I do want to hit you guys with a question. Like, when you guys saw those scary movies, were you guys able to sleep at night? Because boy,
Yeah.
I remember taking showers, looking at the curtain to see if somebody was there,
Yo.
brushing my teeth and looking up to see if there was somebody in the mirror.
Who sleeps with the door open and the door closed? I gotta sleep with the door closed. Some people gotta sleep with the door open.
Door cracked.
Cracked, right? Not closed all the way.
Not open.
Doesn't matter.
What about you guys?
Well, I sleep with my door closed all the way.
Not closed.
Closed? What about the end? Do you know? Do you remember? Or you just knock out when you get in bed?
I always leave it closed.
Alright. Okay, how about this one? How about the closet? If I got a closet in the room, anywhere, it's gotta be closed. And my closet can be open when I go to sleep.
Closed.
Closed.
My closet's always open.
Real brave.
Yo, he's just like, they can come and get me. I'm ready. I'm ready for them. I just saw Monsters Inc.
David has a nightlight. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I do got that unicorns. Anyway, so that leads me to the next one. Do you guys still celebrate it? Because as we get older, well, I mean, you guys are teens now, and we're still superstitious, closing the door and stuff like that. That's our superstitions around Halloween. How about celebrating Halloween? Like, who still trick or treats? Raise your hand. I got 1, 2,
Really?
3.
Yeah, still trick or treat.
All right, so I got like 4 in the room. Hey, I am well older. I am way older than you. I won't disclose the age, but I still trick or treat. Not gonna lie, like I got a little brother, little sister. I go out with them, and hey, if they're getting candy, I'm gonna pull up to the door too and be like, yo,
Get that button.
let me get that Snickers. Let me get that Snickers, boy. I take like a pillow sack. I never had like a bag or a basket. My mom always told us, oye, coge la funda la almohada. Get the pillow sack and use the pillow sack, and we would fill that up to the top. Like, looked like we had like a dead dog in there. So yeah, that was us. That was me. I still get candy every now and then. So I want to ask you guys, this whole thing about the new Stephen King movie, It. Well, first of all, who's seen It?
Nah, I ain't never seen it.
The original or the first?
I wish.
Like, I
Well,
mean,
who's seen the original? Raise your hand.
Nah,
I want to see both.
You've seen the original, like the
Yeah.
one from like the 80s when it came out, 90s?
it was vibing,
Yeah.
but the one they did this year, it sucks.
Oh yeah.
It was more funny.
It was
I mean,
funny. You
scary.
thought it was funny?
Yeah, it wasn't really like the random dance. Like,
oh,
Where did you see it?
oh,
I haven't
my
seen it either, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah, the song they picked for that dance didn't go that well, but that dance though.
All right, so there's a dancing scene in this movie. I haven't seen it. Like I told you guys, I'm not big on horror movies. But here's the next question: Is anyone here like afraid of clowns? Because I'm terrified of clowns.
No, that's a man.
I know it's funny, but I'm gonna admit it. I'm a man. I'm gonna admit it. I can't go to the circus. I don't like going to the fair because I see them and it's just weird. Like it's creepy. The face paint, like. Who does that at home? Who goes out into the street? Like, I don't know. You gotta be some sort of psycho if you're a clown. No offense to the clowns, but you're a psycho.
So you want to?
Any clown, like you know when my mom would take us to the fair and like there was like a clown doing like that, hey, step right up, play the basketball game or something like that. Throw in the ball, hit the card. I was scared of that. No one else is scared of clowns. Is it just me?
Yeah, that's on you, bro.
Wow. All
That's
right.
on you, bro.
I'm terrified of clowns. All right, hold on. If I'm gonna disclose what I'm scared of, we're gonna go around the table right now, and I want to know what you're scared of.
Oh man,
I ain't scared of nothing.
Oh my God.
So you're not scared of dying?
9? You said 9?
Dying.
You ain't scared of death.
I mean, I never experienced death, so I really don't know.
That's true, right?
So,
All right.
Nah, I ain't scared of nothing.
Not reductive either.
Oh my god, I'm saying that in the bone
I bet if you post them on a helicopter.
What?
I can't really think of anything that I'm scared of.
Alright, hold up. Let me put you guys in the situation right now, homie. If I had a spider, if I had a tarantula right now and I dropped it on the table, you guys would sit stone cold, just look at it. Yeah.
I gotta shoot, bash it in.
I'll play with it.
I'm gonna play with it. Smart, man.
I'm gonna hit it with a shoe, bro.
No, it'll come after you, trust me, because the thing about spiders is they're scared of us, so they attack. Yeah. The spiders are actually more scared of you than you are of them. Same for snakes. Alright, let me ask you guys something. Ain't nobody scared of cockroaches around here?
No.
I'm scared of flying ones.
Don't play offline?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
bro,
people
when one flew in my face, I just instantly took off. I was just like, nope, not having this today.
One crawled on my face when I was sleeping. While I was sleeping.
Really?
Yeah, I felt it. I'm over here chilling and I just feels. I got for real.
Alright, so how about this then? Alright, let's say we're on jet skis. Everybody's got a jet ski. We're in the middle of a lake, alright? And the sun's going down. We're in the middle of a lake. And
See Jason pop up.
Jason McLeese.
and everybody's made it to shore except for you. Alright? And your jet ski has no gas. You're in the middle of the lake. And you gotta swim to us. And while you're swimming, someone yells, "Shark!" What do you do?
At least.
Swim. I'm already swimming.
Like, what else can you do?
I can't swim.
The question isn't what would you do. I'm asking the Bone Thugs. Would you be scared?
I mean, yeah. I would just,
Yeah, they would.
You would be scared, man.
I mean, you can't be scared. You're gonna die.
So it's like either way, right?
Yeah, adrenaline rush.
Not really.
It's like whatever.
I'll try to fight it.
What's up? Yeah.
It depends if you have a strategy and you don't try to die.
Hold up. What's the strategy? Because I heard if you stab the shark in the eye, it'll leave you alone. If
You
stab
punch
it
the
in the eye,
shark in the nose.
in the nose,
Why don't you just flip it over?
right?
Who's strong enough to do that?
Who's strong enough to do that, yo?
Probably this kid, but nobody else.
Yo, actually, I mean, there could be a shark half the size of this room, dude. Half the size of
That's
this
a
room.
great. That's
Megalodon.
yeah.
Nah,
Thank
nah.
you for saving me right now.
It could be a great white. I think a great white could hit like 10 feet, 16 feet.
This little like way bigger than that.
Anyone want to Google that real quick? Anyone want to pull
Whip
it
out
up?
my phone real
Size
quick.
of the great white shark. Well, anyways, that was my little scenario for the Bone Thugs. How about scariest moment in your life? All right.
The scariest moment in my life was, I think, I thought a dog was going to come at me, but instead it was coming at the remote control car that was racing around the street.
Ooh.
All you see is this big pit bull coming at me.
And did you duck? Did you die?
No, I froze. I was like,
Froze.
because I'm like, I just kept thinking to myself, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But luckily, just like plowed right into my car. I'm like, oh.
What about you, Justin? Scariest moment?
When I was at elementary school and I was taking my food, breakfast food to class. One of my technically nemesis in school had a dog, and the dog ran at me. It technically almost bit me. And somebody basically came up and shooed the dog off. And they put the dog in the cage where the power was. Why though? I don't know.
Where the power was? Like,
Yes,
the cable?
like electricity, like stuff like that.
Okay. Hey, so dogs are pretty scary, huh?
Not really.
If it bites
Not
your
really
throat,
though, right?
if it bites your
Not
throat.
inherently.
What about I'm talking about like a pit bull or a Rottweiler coming at you with the teeth on. You see that?
It's
You
not
don't
like you
get
buffer.
scared of that?
I get scared, but I get scared in a defensive way.
Y'all get scared of that, Bone Thugs?
talking about the dog.
They're like, nah, we'll get scared of that.
You just gotta kick it underneath.
You talking about the
Yo, I
dog?
got a scary story.
Yeah, you ever scared? If a big dog, like a big dog was coming after you.
Like if a big dog was coming after me, I'm gonna kick it in the nose.
I get defensive scared.
Yeah, exceed. You ain't gotta be scared.
So I just got the info right here. A great white shark. First of all, how tall are you guys?
6 feet.
Five, six.
You're
Five,
six?
six.
Who's six?
I don't know.
5'9".
Nah, you're like 5'11", 5'10".
I told you. My brother is.
I think
5'11".
Archie, you might be 6. You're pretty tall. What are you?
Like maybe almost 6, like 5.
5'11".
5'11". All right. Shaq. Who knows how tall Shaq is?
7'2".
7 feet. 7 feet.
7'1".
7'1". He's either 7'1" or 7'2".
Well, guess what? A great white female could be 21 feet. So that's 3 Shaqs. 3 Shaqs.
What about the male?
Males are smaller. Surprisingly, the male is 11 to 13 feet. So yeah.
It's better.
So y'all
So
can
don't
pick
mess with her.
Y'all can
They
pick 3
producing
shots.
babies.
Yeah. Yo, Connie, you got something to share with us?
I might have a funny, scary story.
Hit us with it.
So, what was your question?
So my question was, because since we're talking, Halloween's all about like spooks,
Yeah.
scary moments, you know. And
Yeah.
every corner has like a ghost waiting to kill you. But in life, sometimes it could be a dog, it could be a
Yeah.
shark. What was the
I
scariest?
think that I can remember on top of my head when I was like 7 years old, and me and my brother got into a fight, and then my sister would have a tendency of calling my mom at work to snitch, bro. I hated that, bro. So she snitched on us. So I was so scared, bro.
Oh,
So we had bunk beds. So I acted like I was sleeping in my bottom bunk so that my mom would hit me. And dude, I was just so scared because I was trying to act like I was sleeping, and I heard her like come inside the room, like, "Where are you?" And I'm like acting like I'm sleeping.
so your fear was mom.
Yes, bro.
Me too, bro. I was about to
Yes.
say, I was gonna tell you guys that I was scared of my mom growing up too. Like there was nothing scarier. There was nothing scarier than when I broke something in the house, or when me and my brother did something wrong, and my mom goes, "¿Qué están haciendo?" That's how we knew like death was coming, yo. And I would run through the house. We would sprint. I would jump, and then she got the chancleta, so you gotta dodge. Like I would hop over couches and chairs just to not get hit at that. That's my nightmare.
One of people, my brother. Just to say this, I feared my brother because if I took one of his games without telling them, I took one of his games when I was little to play. It was Modern Warfare 3. I replaced it with Lost Planet 2. And I didn't face it around so he didn't see the name, so I placed it this way so he won't see the name. And I played it. He woke up, he realized. He came in the room, barged in, broke my CD, and then took his out of the Xbox. And then he put it in his. It didn't work, but he put it in mine. It worked. He was about to break it, but then next day I came home. He had my Xbox in his room. I'm just like thinking to myself, what did I get myself into this time? He took the entire Xbox. I'm just sitting there.
That's scary. Yeah, that's scary.
I'm just
Someone
like-
takes your Xbox. Terrible.
Not that-
All right, so let me ask you guys: does anyone have any plans? This year, Halloween falls on a Tuesday night. Do you guys do like school parties, or like does your teacher do like a class party?
I used to do that in middle school, but right now, today, I'm going to homecoming dance.
Homecoming dance on Halloween?
No, today.
Oh, today. All right. Are people homecoming dance isn't like a costume. It's not masquerade. It's just regular theme.
Well, it's kind of like that because it's kind of like Alice in Wonderland theme.
Oh, dope. All right, so yeah, and no one's celebrating in school. Like, do your teachers do like parties, soda parties? Oh, can you dress
Soda.
up at school?
Soda.
Not officially, but we're still gonna.
All right.
Yeah, no, my school doesn't do that. They don't allow us to just dress up. I don't know why.
If we're dressing up, we have to pay like $2 to $3 to dress up.
You have to pay to dress up in school.
Yes, that's how cheap they are, bro.
Wow.
The only time they don't have us pay and we want to dress up is during Spirit Week. It's like the only time you can go dressed up.
In middle school, every Friday we had to pay like $2 to wear either a jeans or like a polo shirt of any kind. But I would never pay. Like the teacher would never see me in the line, so I would just be in the back and in the classroom just not pay.
Oh, all right. You would sneak in the jeans.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's tough. Like money's tough. Everyone's tight on that, and that's probably why people dress up as ghosts sometimes. 'Cause it's easy. It's easy to make, right? Think about it. What do you gotta pay for? You just get the bed sheet and you cut 2 holes in it, and now you're a ghost.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got a question for you. Have you guys ever seen a ghost in real life? Have you ever experienced that?
I feel like I've experienced it. I don't know, but I've been to encounters with mysterious figures there. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't believe in
Do you
it that
remember
much.
what you saw? No.
Yeah.
What was it? Where were you?
Slightly white figure.
A slightly white figure. Where were you?
I feel like I've been like out at night and I've seen that before. I've had like this encounter like 3 times, but I don't know if it's real. I'm believing it's not real.
So that's kind of scary just to know that you don't even know if it's real or not. Like, were you awake? Were you sleeping?
Awake.
Interesting. Justin, I know you've seen a ghost because you're special. Tell us, what did you see?
Technically, I didn't see a ghost. It was in a dream. Basically, I watched my brother play Left 4 Dead 2, and you know the witch. Basically, I went outside my room and I got mauled by the witch. And instead of nails, she had these long metal claws.
Oh,
And yeah, I just feared that.
that's scary.
That's true.
And then I always look behind me to check if there's like a, technically in the game, it's called like a special infected. There's a smoker who could just basically pull you and just start mauling you. There's a hunter who could do a jump on you, just start mauling you to death. A jockey who could just pull you back. And spitter who could just spit acid on you.
This is part of the game called what?
Left 4 Dead 2. And there's a charger who could just pummel you to death with a wall in his fist.
Anybody else seen a ghost? Talk to me, man. Let me know how old you were first. How old were you when you saw the ghost? Do you remember?
I was like 6.
Alright, what happened? Where were you?
I was in my house. I had an old house. I had an old house, and so like I was walking in the house, and I saw like these 3 black figures behind me. I looked back, and it was gone. And I was like, "Yo, what was that?" And so I told my mom, and she was like, just searching the whole house, looking to see if we had like invaders or something, someone trying to rob.
Swing that bat on him.
There was nobody in the house but me and my mom, so it was like, I don't know.
Anybody else? Tell us.
I think, I didn't see a ghost, but I think I hugged the ghost.
That's worse.
Bear hug. Just a bear hug real quick.
My mom came in from work, and I always give her a hug and a kiss, you know, because I'm her boy. So she come in an hour in, and like an hour later, she come in again, and I told her, "Where you coming from?" And she's like, "I'm coming from work." So I was just wondering the whole time, who did I hug earlier? Because that person from earlier, that person from earlier had a red shirt. And,
That's scary.
She walked in, she had a green shirt. And she was that was weird.
So you saw her once, then you saw her twice again.
Mm-hmm, yeah, it's like I hugged her, but then like an hour later, she came in again.
And said the same exact thing?
Nah, she just didn't. Nah, she just kept walking.
I think I don't know for sure if I was young, but I think maybe I had a ghost encounter.
It's hard to tell, right?
It's hard to tell.
How do you know, right?
I think one time my dad, I was like 4 or 3 years old. We went to this public bathroom, and for some reason, I think I remember the faucet moving by itself, like up and down really fast. I look up at him, and he just kind of looked at the faucet. He's like, "Okay, let's go." And it was kind of like that. So I'm like 4, sitting like, "What just happened?"
Get
like,
in the car. We out.
We leave. We out. Now.
When I went to Subway once, I don't know why. I went to I didn't see it. Basically, like where you go get your ice, I'm buying my food, checking it out, and then it just starts dispersing ice just out of nowhere. Everybody's just like.
That could have been a malfunction, don't you think?
But it wasn't mechanical though. You pushed it. It had to be pushed in though.
But maybe like something was wrong with the machine.
Yeah, maybe
You had to push it in. I'm not giving him my idea.
It's alright. You guys gotta always be careful, you know. And if you see it, you guys know who to call, right?
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
Hey. Alright, so here's the next question. Has anyone been to a haunted house recently? Let's hear about the situation on the haunted houses in Miami.
I mean, it wasn't a haunted house, but it was more like a abandoned hospital.
You were in an abandoned hospital?
Yeah, it's here in Miami Gardens.
Oh,
I don't know the exact location.
Trinity?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I didn't encounter nothing, but it just the vibe was off.
You
like
felt it?
yeah, I felt like pressured and like it just felt like eyes on me. You get me? And it was creepy. The whole scene, everything was broken, like vandalized. You know, it was just pretty creepy just being in the building.
I definitely believe in that stuff. Like how you said, like the air was heavy and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
felt pressure. That's because there's still there's remnants of like spirits, or at least the aura of people who were once living in that region or in that room. Not anymore. They left their spirit. I believe in that. I mean, some people believe in other stuff. What's up?
I haven't been to a haunted house. Technically, it's like a bummy haunted house, if you say that. It was at my elementary school, and you didn't pay anything. We were like kids, and we went in there. It was dark, and then everybody just started popping out, and like it showed a bright red color. I screamed. I was
What
like,
was
this
it though?
is.
Was it a guy as a zombie? Was it a Dracula? Like what came out after you?
It's probably a zombie, or a clown.
Hey, let me ask you guys. Anyone been to Halloween Horror Nights?
The one in
no.
Universal?
Yeah, the one in Orlando, Universal Studios.
Yeah, I've been there.
Tell me about that.
I mean,
When did you go? What year?
I've gone like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
I think I went last year. I'm not sure.
What do they got? Like
They
they're still
had-
doing Walking Dead?
I think so. I think they haven't let that go. They have The Walking Dead. I know they had The Exorcist. That was one of the new ones they had last year or 2 years ago, I think. This wolf movie one, I forgot what it was, but they had that. You know, it's not bad. It's pretty scary, all the rides that they have.
When I went, they were doing The Walking Dead first year, and that was like the zombie scene, you know, like everyone was into zombies. And I remember going with my little sister at the time, and they were chasing my little sister with the chainsaws.
Like on the street.
Yeah, they take out the chain, and like we didn't notice, but we were in the section where if you walk through this section, you're gonna get scared. Like they have the right to like chase you down in this section. If you make it out of this section, then you're safe. But we didn't notice that, and my sister ran. My sister was crying the rest of the night. It ruined the night, Like we were trying to explain to her that it's like fake, and these people work there, and like nothing's gonna happen to you. Like let's just keep going. She did it. Like she didn't want to do that anymore.
I want to say go back. We going forward.
Yeah, leave it behind. We waited all day for this. The thing about Halloween Horror Nights, did you notice that the lines were long?
Yeah, they're always super long. Yeah.
So I suggest, like, if you guys ever do, because you haven't done it, try to get a fast pass. Get a fast pass, because like the lines are super long. You're only gonna get a chance to see maybe 2 houses, 3 houses if you don't get one.
How many do they have?
They have like
How much does it
6 to
cost?
10.
How much does it cost for the fast
Ooh,
pass?
that's a good.
That's
that's
like
a good
$200 to
question.
$300.
No, like, it's not worth it. The tickets are usually like $130, so I think for the fast pass it's like an extra $20.
Let me tell you guys actually. I mean, I get scared easily, but I thought some of them were kind of lame. You know, not to be a skeptic or anything, but like the guy would come up like, woo. I'd be like, yo, really? That's it? That's all you got? All right, keep walking. However, there was one house that messed me up, dude. Want to know why? Because they make you put on 3D glasses.
I'm done.
So on top of it being dark, you got 3D glasses, right? And they had these visual effects. So these are things on the wall that they come out to you, and your mind tells you move. But when you move, like there's nothing there.
Is it the colorful one?
It was the colorful one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was trippy. That one was just, if I could say anything, it was trippy. So my mind was being tricked.
Yeah.
None of you guys been to a haunted house? Anyone over here?
I have.
Adrian, a haunted house?
It was a free haunted house.
Free haunted house. Wait, where was it?
Yeah, it was free.
This one I went to, it was a abandoned hospital. Me and a whole bunch of kids, just like down the street, and we just went all the way up to the top floor, all the way back down. The steps was broken, everything. It was scary because it was like late at night.
Yo, who you with?
A whole bunch of middle school kids. It was just us. It was like 8th grade year.
Yo, you guys are brave, man. I don't mess around with that stuff. You never know who's living in there, you know?
Or what's living in there?
Could be a bum, could be a ghost. What's up, Adrian?
What?
You know where Royal Country's at, right?
Royal Country? No, I don't know what that is.
Alright, whatever. It's like a trailer park or whatever. So I have like a friend that lives over there. So me and my friend Anthony, we went over there. And then there's like this abandoned clinic or something like health related. I think it was like a juvenile center. I'm not pretty sure. So like it was in the middle of the woods, and then my friend like memorized like to go there. So then we all went like in a group of 5 people. We went there. We went in the attic, and then it was creepy. Like you just heard like random noises and stuff.
Like things falling or like the wood.
Like glass broken on the floor and everything. Yeah. Say something.
That's how that happened.
Oh, you guys went together? Were you guys together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
I think, not trying to be funny, but I feel like I'd be living in a haunted house. Because, like, I have, like, I know what sleep paralysis is?
Sleep paralysis.
I mean, that I be having that.
So, like, you're in bed, you're staring, and, like, you can't move. Like,
I
you
can't
see
move.
things, you feel things.
Boy, that happened to you?
Sometimes, right? A lot? Oh, man, that's normal, actually. It is a condition. People suffer from that. What's up?
Finally. I have an idea. It's not, like, I never went to haunted house. They should do that for Walking Dead. Like, play a scene for Walking Dead, like, all the zombies are jumping over the wall, with the 3D glasses on. And then you just turn around, and you just see a zombie just pop out in front of your face.
That'd be scary.
Like, you didn't expect it. You're just like, oh, let's run away from this.
And then you turn, there's something there.
You're just like...
Were you going to say something, Gabriel? No.
I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like there's some little strange things going on in my house because my little sister, she came like tearing out of the room, talking about how this shoebox moved by itself, and I'm like, my parents are like, no, just ignore her, don't entertain her, but I'm like, that's how it starts. That's how it starts.
Oh.
You don't believe a little kid, but then 2 months later you got a demon taking over your house. But
Yes, they always want the adults to like listen to the kids. Like the kids see things that we don't see.
Oh, you don't. Just ignore it. Just our imagination. All right. Watch out in 3 months.
You're sad.
She's bending over backwards.
Anyone seen the Paranormal Activity movies?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's weird stuff around the house, and like that's scary. Like I guess like when the fridge opens by itself, or like stuff like that. There could be, I believe in that, like some sort of spirit or something that's trying to like eat your food, But like some sort of spirit, like around the house might be floating and just messing around. It might bump into something, bump into the doors. You guys, all right. So I'm just gonna say one more thing. My scariest experience was this one time when I was staying abroad. I went to Peru, right? I went to Peru. And we were staying in a hostel. Who knows what a hostel is?
No.
So a hostel is a hotel where you get to live for cheaper, but you gotta sleep in bunk beds, right? With other people, like other strangers. It's good for people like us, like teenagers, because you can meet people your age and make friends. It's not like you go to a hotel and like you spend the whole time in the room. There's pool, there's like billiards, stuff like that. So a hostel is a great experience for you to like go. And the best thing is, bro, it was like $4 a night.
Oh, that's great.
$4 a night. I mean, water, breakfast, like bed, pillow, everything. All right. So we're like, all right. Everything's chilling. Good. We set down our stuff, whatever. We go out. Had a good time out. We went dancing. We come back to the hotel, right? We come back to the hotel, and the beds are wet. Hold up. The beds are wet. So we have to change the sheets. Right, we asked the people downstairs, like, hey, the beds are wet. So we put on new sheets, whatever, okay. Turn on the TV, and it's just like that, like that
Physical
white noise. Yes, that white noise. And we're like, all right, I guess we can't watch TV. Turn off the TV. We turn off the TV, and I start falling asleep because it's easy for me to fall asleep. Everyone's falling asleep. Then out of nowhere, I hear. And the TV turned on, so I was like, hey, yo, who's turning on the TV? Like, turn that off. And then we all go back to sleep, like, whatever. And I asked Mark, the guy on the bottom next to the TV, I asked him, unplug the TV. He unplugged the TV. 20 minutes later, I kid you not, We got out, and $4 a night was not enough. I got scared. My boys were scared. It was real. We said we out for $4. No, dude, no. And like the hotel was kind of cheap. Like the hotel was kind of run down. $4 a night, $5 a night. It was in Peru. So we left. We packed up our stuff and we went to another hotel. Dude. No, man, because that TV was whack, bro. So I was up with that TV. Anyways, that's my story. I want to thank you guys for telling me your story and like your favorite costumes, scary movies. Honestly, it's fun for me to talk to you guys on these podcasts because I get to see like what's on your minds and any scary movies recently, or like what's popping in horror nights because I haven't been to horror nights in a long time. I might go back. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next podcast, and peace. Peace out, guys.
Bye.
You know what we should have said at the beginning? We should have said, it's your boys. You need